All right, I think we are live or we will be live soon. I think we are live. So today, the plan is that we are going to discuss the Hackers Manifesto, and it is a delightful read, which which is going to be relatable to a lot of folks who are either geeks, nerds, or they are just computers run in their veins, right? So, without any more delays, let's get started and let's read about what an amazing hacker named Mentor wrote about hacking computers and his fascination about it. So, let's get into it. Cool. I'll just make sure that things are okay before we proceed. I hope that we are a little visible now. Right. And where did I go? I'm not able to find myself. Let me just restart the camera. Existing cam. Cool. All right, we are all set. So as I said that today we are going to discuss the Hackers Manifesto, and it was written by a hacker named Mentor after his release. And we have to understand that this article was written in 1986 and it is so relevant even today. So he says, and by the way, it was published in Frack magazine. I have given the link in the description below so you can get it from there. Um, One thing I want to do very quick before I move forward is that I want to bring my chat here. So just so that if anybody is online, we can talk as well. Oh, so the idea behind the reading the Hackers Manifesto is to talk to all the nerds out there who are there and check if they can relate to this amazing article which was published in 1986. So he says that another one got caught today. It's all over the papers. Teenagers arrested in computer crime scandal. Hackers arrested after bank tampering, etc. etc. Damn kids, they are all alike. But did you, in your 3P psychology and 1950s, so referring to a generation before because this was written in 1986, but in your 3Ps psychology and 1950s techno brain, ever take a look behind the eyes of the hacker? Did you ever wonder what made him tick? What forces shaped him? And what may have molded him? I am a hacker. Enter my world. We have to understand that hacker definition, like any other word, has changed in today's context. And it was not like this when this article was written. Hackers essentially mean those guys who are tinkerers or explorers in a way. So so that's what hacker was. A hacker was just a curious guy about technology. Mine is a world that begins with school. I'm smarter than most of the kids. They scrap this what they teach us. Bores me. Damned underachiever. They are all alike. So he's giving back, right? So I totally agree with him on this fact that schools are the most boring things out there. The syllabus they teach, the teachers who are there, I'm not sure how, at least in India, I'm not sure how it is there in the world out there, but especially in the tier 2, tier 3 cities, we are preparing robots. Schools are like factories which are, churning out products after products. They are not developing thinking individuals. And I'm sure that that's the fact even in like the scene is like that globally, but that is what I have experienced, at least in India. You are disallowed to think. You are disallowed to think precise. You want to have elaborate, meaningless discussions. You come in uniforms. You have a certain time to eat lunch. Everything, whatever experiences we have, is just to prepare us to become a factory worker. Nothing like that. Schools today are not preparing world to be creative individuals. Schools are, even colleges, are not preparing us to become um the earners in the creative economy which is out there. So yeah, I totally agree that the crap which is taught in school is boring as hell. And even talking about me, when I was in class 4th, um I got introduced to the world of computers, and it was amazing because it didn't ask any questions. I have interacted to one of the like leading individuals in cybersecurity. I interacted to a lot of folks in who were there in GNU's um, like core committee, and understood about what is the true meaning of free software. So let me. I am not able to recall his name, but no activist. I'm sure I'll get Richard Stallman. I have interacted with Richard Stallman in school, and also in college, and he taught me the meaning of free software. It is not just that your software is free. So I developed Wikipedia for blinds. At that time when there was very limited access to smartphones in India, and it was a very very basic and very foolish app, thinking now. So the idea was that people will speak in their microphones about the thing they want to search. I, using Wikipedia and Google APIs and stuff, I'll go out there, I will get the article from Wikipedia, and I will read it. Like, I will convert text to speech, and I will recite it back to the person who has visual impairments, and he will be able to access internet through that approach. So I made the software free, and that's it. I said, hey, I have also built a free software like GNU. It was that stupid. But he told me his views on free software movement, and what does it mean to be to have a truly free software and stuff like that. So yeah, the amount of access and the amount of networking which I did with my desktop was amazing. I'm in or high school. I have listened to the teachers explain for the 15th time how to reduce a fraction. I understand it. No, Miss Smith. I did not show my work, I did it in my head. Damn kid, probably they copied. They are all alike. And I'm sure that you will relate with to me on this. How many times you have been told to show all the steps in maths? And believe me, if you especially class 9th and 10th maths, if you have practiced even a little bit, so maths lies between art and science, right? So it gets better the more you practice it, like art, and you have to understand while doing it as well. So there is science element to it. So it's like the perfect combination of art and science, right? Anyways, so once you start solving maths, you realize that a lot of things can be done in your head. You don't need anybody. You don't need to show your work because it's so obvious. But then you tend to lose marks. So that's why our schools are that stupid. At least in my era, I'm not sure, and I'm damn sure it has not changed even today, because people are starting to embrace the idiotic things which exist in the world. For example, I recently met someone, and he was already like his sole interest was that how all I can prepare my kid so that he gets a good package after his 12th, after his engineering, is completed. And I was completely dumbstruck because I had no idea that why is this parent pushing their child to get a good package when he doesn't need to earn money in this age because his economic stability is really good. But that's all the parents of our generation have in their head usually, and that is being translated. So I don't think that the people's thinking have changed about um about these things at all. I made a discovery today. I found a computer. Do you remember the time you got access to the computer? I do, and it was amazing. Wait a second. This is cool. It does what I want it to. It makes If it makes a mistake, it is because I screwed up, not because it doesn't like me or feels threatened by me or thinks that I am a smartass or doesn't like teaching and shouldn't be here. Damn kid, all he does is play games. They are all alike. So yeah, I mean, people don't understand the world of gaming. If you are old as I am, let me know in chat, in comments below, whether you have played Age of Empires 2 or Age of Empires 3, and tell me if that game was not worth playing. I learned so much about economics, running a city, strategy from that game as compared to anything else in my life. So I don't think that play all he does is playing games is was well understood, especially in the generation when we were kids. And obviously, computers are like perfect mirrors. Whatever you put in, if you put in garbage, you're going to get garbage out. It's as simple as that. So the transparency which computer brings is also amazing, and that is why nerds like to we nerds like to embrace computers a lot because they don't feel threatened by us. They are our partners in all the explorations we want to do. Imagine that. I think Elon Musk was someone who was bullied. Correct me if I'm wrong in comments. And he made a computer his friend, and so did Bill Gates. So did Mark Zuckerberg, or forget about these people. So did a lot of other guys who have got amazing repos on GitHub, and they are changing the world in one way or the other. So so it's just like a magic wand, because think it like this, that you are literally taking uh, electrons and photons and the electricity which is coming to the machine via plug, and then using that you are able to stream, and someone else is watching it. It is amazing technology. I am sure that you have never realized how magical this thing is, and it has been maligned by all those culture, especially in India, where everybody wants you to become a computer engineer even though you have got no interest in it. And that's the way with everything. Things get maligned when a lot of people start focusing on it. Um, for example, engineering, and people don't understand mathematics because they think that what is the use of trigonometry? I'm never going to need it in my life. No, I don't think you understand this tech well. Maths is not about um it's not about uh, proving equations or it's doing some random things. Maths is a tool which is there to give you a superpower where you can take your thought, and if your thought is a truth, you can establish it using mathematical notations. And once you have done that, once you have established the truth, that truth is universal across the world. Nobody in the world can challenge it because it is mathematically proven. It's an amazing superpower, but we are never taught like that. And the reason is very simple. The reason is that the teachers themselves are not that prepared to teach the subject like this. They are not fascinated by the subject. Teaching is something which should not be practiced in isolation. Every teacher should be a practitioner, so that teaching is not the only source of income. And that is only when a teacher can truly focus and bring creative insights in the classroom, right? If if you have teaching is the only job, and that also is not a very high paying job. There is no incentive to teach. Anyways, moving forward. And then it happened. A door opened to the world, rushing through the phone lines like heroin through an addict's veins. An electronic pulse is sent out, a refuge from day to day incompetencies is sought, a board is found. That's it. This is where I belong. I know everyone here, even if I have never met them, never talked to them, and may never hear from them again. I know you all. Damn kid, tying up the phone lines again. They're all alike. And I'm sure that the guys who are born after 2000s, they have got no idea that how cool it was to have a dial-up connection. You bet your ass we are all alike. We have been spoon fed baby food at school when we were hungered for steak. The bits of meat that you did let sleep let slip through were pre-chewed and tasteless. We have been dominated by sadists or ignored by the apathetic. The few that had something to teach found us, willing pupils, but those who were like drops of water in the desert. This is our world now. The world of electrons, the switch, the beauty of the board. We make use of the service already existing without paying for what could be dirt cheap if it wasn't run by profiteering gluttons. And you call us criminals? We explore. And this is very important because the idea of exploration is never taught to us in our education system. And I also run a cohort, and believe me, people don't know how to explore things. And that is one of those things I teach anybody who attends my cohort, that this is how you take the first step to explore things. And you call us criminals. We seek after knowledge, and you call us criminals. We exist without skin color, without nationality, without religious bias, and you call us criminals. You build atomic bombs, you wage wars, you murder, cheat, and lie to us. Try to make us believe that it is for our own good. Yet, we are criminals. So it's sort of like, anti establishment thought which is there. Yes, I am a criminal. My crime is that of curiosity. My crime is that of judging people by what they say and think, not what they look like. My crime is that of outsmarting you, something that you will never forgive me for. I am a hacker. This is my manifesto. You may stop this individual, but you can't stop us all. After all, we are all alike. Such an amazing read. And imagine the power of internet, that even after, I don't know, 50 years, this thing is still accessible and it makes total sense. And I still got goosebumps after reading it completely. And I, plan to take a printout of this and put it in as a wallpaper in my kids whenever I'll have them in their in their room, because they have to understand the meaning of exploration. And this article, this manifesto, perfectly captures that thought. There are many thinkers, many tinkerers, many philosophers in the world out there who are trying to push boundaries, and who are still trying to figure some cool stuff out. One of them is obviously Balaji Srinivasan. We have got Naval, and I'm not going to take all the names because it looks like a sort of virtue signaling in a way. But this is what I want you to this is the takeaway I want you to have. Explore. Don't stop the exploration. It's very important in today's world that you don't stop to explore. People say that don't focus on multiple things, and in Hindi they say बहुत नाव पे पैर मत रखो वरना डूब जाओगे, which essentially means that don't put your feet on multiple boats, you will sink. But I say that the world is not like that. The world is not binary, especially the intellectual world. The world exists to make you someone who can take stuff from subject A, put it into subject B, and create something beautiful out of it. Anybody, anyone, be it artificial intelligence, be it distributed systems, be it economics, You will find a lot of overlapping ideas in every field, be it music and maths. So I am sure that don't stop exploration is the takeaway from this manifesto. And the spirit of curiosity should not die once you graduate college. You should keep it as bright as you can till the last moment of your life. That's all for this stream, guys. I hope that you liked it. Subscribe the stream if you really like the discussion and you want me to do similar articles and some interesting stuff which the Indian diaspora and the Indian ecosystem needs to discuss. Let me know in comments your thoughts. Like and share the stream with other people so that next time you can join me live and have a discussion around this. That's all, guys. See you next time. Bye.